Institute of Human Rights and Development in Africa on Tuesday organized a sensitization forum to initiate a dialogue on decriminalization of petty offences in our law books that are perceived as discriminatory against the poor, women and young people. Lamin Choi has more.
The Gambia, as a former colony and in common with many African countries, inherited from the British and still has on its statute books laws that are nearly a century old or older, some of which are seen to be petty and discriminatory against the poor and marginalized groups. For example, in Gambia's criminal code, people can be arrested, fined or jailed for 2 years or both for offences such as being a rogue, vagabond, idle and disorderly persons, defamation of foreign princes, pretending to exercise witchcraft or tell fortunes, failure to pay debts, or using abusive or insulting language to a public health officer, etc. Ironically, the British, who bequeathed us these laws, have expunged all of them from their statute books. The Executive Director of Institute of Human Rights and Development in Africa, CSOs, advocates for the repealing or amendment of such petty offences in our law books.
They're colonial relics, and unfortunately, some of them are really couched in very disrespectful terms. And even if you look at our Lunatics Detention Act, you would see terms such as idiots, imbeciles, or whatever you might want to call it.
This sensitization forum brings together 25 people from the governance, justice, human rights, security and civil society sectors to inform them of the situation regarding petty offences in the Gambia and the opportunities for decriminalization.
We decided it's important we start looking into these laws that send people to jail, not because of what they did, but because of a particular situation they found themselves in. As in, you picked up, probably you're exercising your right to freedom of movement. Unfortunately, you're picked up because someone somewhere thinks you are idle and disorderly. You're picked up because someone somewhere thinks you are a rogue and a vagabond, even before you are taken to court for your evidence to be heard.
Although the Ministry of Justice has repealed some of the offences classified as petty in its criminal offences bill, it has maintained some. Suhaibu Ture is a National Assembly member and the Vice Chair of the National Assembly's Committee on Human Rights, and he tells me the role of the legislature on law reforms.
Just like I said, immediately after this we will be dealing with the two courts, the Criminal Code and the Procedure Code. So if we continue to review them, we will definitely come across a lot of laws that are like this. And as if the training indicates to us, give us an idea of laws that are petty offences that are definitely not in the interest of the Gambian people, especially the poor people, then we will be obliged to remove them from the code.
Some of the petty offences identified are said to be inconsistent with certain articles of the African Charter, which the Gambia has been a signatory to for over 4 decades. Some African countries, namely Angola, Cape Verde, Lesotho and Rwanda, have reportedly repealed some of their colonial laws like the ones in the Gambia, classified as petty and inconsistent with democracy.